This video demonstration will provide users with an overview of submitting an outpatient medical authorization. To start a new outpatient request, from the home screen, users will need to click on New Outpatient Request. Users will be taken to the Member Search screen. On the Member Search screen, search for the member by entering the first name, last name, and date of birth, or by entering the member ID number. Users will notice that when searching, all fields have a red asterisk indicating it is a required field. When users begin searching by the first name, last name, and date of birth, the member ID field is grayed out. When users use the member ID field, the first name, last name, and date of birth options are grayed out. Click Find Member to locate the member. After clicking Find Member to locate the member ribbon will populate. This ribbon has member demographic information including name, date of birth, card ID and patient ID numbers, and address. Click on the member ribbon to select the member the outpatient authorization is for. Users are now taken to the Authorization Basics screen. The Authorization Basics screen is where users can select eligibility and enter details about the inpatient authorization. At the top of the screen is the demographic ribbon, which houses the member name, gender, age and date of birth, card ID, and patient ID numbers. The eligibility status will default to the member's active eligibility. Select the eligibility to be used by clicking the radio button to the left of the eligibility information. After selecting eligibility, enter the authorization type. This example will demonstrate selecting medical as the authorization type. Users will then need to select the auth priority. Options for auth priority are urgent or non-urgent. After selecting the authorization type and priority, the option to select requesting prescriber, servicing provider, and facility will appear. Additionally, options for anticipated date of service and diagnosis and procedure descriptions are now available. There are multiple ways to search for providers and facilities. Users can use the quick search or advanced search options. To use the quick search, first select the criteria to search by. The available criteria are provider name, provider code, NPI, and tax ID. After selecting the criteria, begin typing the first 3 characters, then use the down key on the keyboard to return the quick search results. It is important to note that when using the quick search option, the down key must be used, as using the enter key will not return any results. The quick search results table will show the top 10 providers with active addresses that match the entered search criteria. Hovering over fields in the table will show the full information. Click to select the provider. If the requesting prescriber and servicing provider are the same, click the box to the right of the ordering provider. This will copy the selected requesting prescriber information into the servicing provider field. To use the advanced search option, click on the magnifying glass to the right of the search field. This screen has all the advanced search options. Users can use the scroll bar to locate the option to search by. In this example, provider name will be used. After entering the selected search criteria, click Search. The search results will be populated in the fields to the right of the advanced search options. To select the search result to be used, click the radio button to the left of the provider name. If additional provider or facility information is needed, users can click on the eye icon to the right of the magnifying glass. To close this box, click the X in the upper right corner. Please note, on medical pre-authorization requests, requesting prescriber is the only required field of the provider and facility options. After entering the provider and the facility information, users are required to enter the anticipated date of service. To select the anticipated date of service, users can click in the Date field or click the calendar icon to select the anticipated date of service. Users can also type the letter T for today, add a plus sign, and the number of days away the anticipated date of service is being requested for. For example, entering the letter T plus 21, then pressing Tab on the keyboard automatically picks the anticipated date of service 3 weeks in the future. Additionally, users will also need to enter the place of service. Selecting the place of service is done by clicking the down arrow. This will provide users with the list of options to select from. After clicking the down arrow, users can also begin typing the place of service information in the field to the left of the magnifying glass. This will return the place of service options that match the information being entered. Click on the selected place of service. After entering the anticipated date of service and place of service, users will need to enter diagnosis and procedure information. Searching for a diagnosis code is done by using the quick search function previously demonstrated while searching for a provider. In either the diagnosis description or the diagnosis code fields, begin typing the first 3 characters of the code or code description, then press the down key on the keyboard. Additional diagnosis codes can be added by clicking the blue plus sign. Users can then search for and add the additional codes. To remove a code, click the blue minus sign. Searching for a procedure code is also done by using the quick search function. In either the procedure description or procedure code fields, begin typing the first 3 characters of the code or code description, then press the down key on the keyboard. If a modifier is necessary, this information can be selected by clicking in the modifier field and selecting the appropriate modifier. The from date is today's date or the date the request is being submitted. Options for entering the from date are the same as those for entering the anticipated date of service. For this example, unit type is procedure. Requested units is 1. Before moving forward, users must also enter the Blue Cross Blue Shield Nebraska medical policy code for the selected procedure. After entering the procedure information, if necessary, additional procedure codes may be added by following the same steps for adding description codes. After entering the policy code, check the disclaimer box, then click Next. Please note the Next button will not be enabled until the disclaimer is acknowledged. After clicking Next, users are taken to the Additional Details screen where Interqual for clinical decision support and guideline criteria must be launched. After clicking Launch, Interqual will open in a new window. It is important that pop-up blocker has been disabled to ensure Interqual opens. Within Interqual, select the guideline to be used. Click Medical Review to begin selecting clinical criteria. Please note, once the medical review has been started, users will not be able to move to a previous screen. Complete the medical review, then click View Recommendations. Then click Complete. To move forward, users will need to click Yes. After completing Interqual, users will be directed to the results screen. On this screen, users will be advised of the outcome of the request. If the request was pended, users will be required to enter notes, as well as attach applicable medical records. After attaching medical records, click Submit to finalize the request. The screen will now show the authorization details, which includes an overview of the information submitted on the outpatient authorization request. The information shown on this screen is the same information that can be accessed and viewed from the authorization list. Scrolling to the bottom of the screen to the authorization guidelines, users will see the decision status. To return to the home page and begin a new authorization request, or to view pending and completed authorizations, click the home icon on the left side of the screen.